today. Just some opening comments.
Yeah, I got off to a dream start, and then I just wasn't very tight off the tee today. And out here, eventually that'll hurt you. But I battled really well on my second 9, posting 2 under when out here. A lot of times for me, when I'm a little off, I've shot over par in the first round and really feel behind. So, been driving the ball pretty well. Today was not one of those days, so I'll go try to tighten it up and hit more fairways tomorrow.
Jordan, people like to joke sometimes that you have these chaotic stretches where eagle, bogey, things like that. When you're going through it,
let's flip that. Bogey, eagle. Yeah, I like the other way around.
Sure. Does it feel different when you're going through that? I mean, can you tell when you're in the midst of a stretch that's like really all these crazy things seem to keep happening?
I'm obviously very aware of...
Version of a 9 to feels better to you? Is it one where you're just playing steady golf, or is it?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Say they're both even, they both finish at par.
Yeah, you still feel more up. I mean, you like to see that there's firepower. If I made 16 pars and 2 birdies, it'd be like, what do I need to do to make more birdies? But if it was from hitting every green to 15 feet and you hit good putts, then it's coming. So sometimes it's easier to get rid of bogeys when you know you're going to make enough birdies. But it kind of depends on how it's done. Ideally, I'm hitting more greens in regulation because it is very challenging around the greens here.
You just told Todd that you don't feel like you're all the way back yet. I'm just wondering, how will you know when you are?
When I stand over it and I'm not trying to avoid things, and instead I'm picking a target and I'm very confident it's going to start on that target and move to where I want it. So pretty much where most of these guys are playing from. I'd like to get there. I'm doing a really good job of battling it. I had to kind of rebuild stuff from, a few months of nothing into, it wasn't like I was coming back to something that was already great right before. I was in some really bad habits for a year and a half. And so it just takes, maybe double the balls that I hit prior. And, my wrist feels really good this week. I'm very excited about that. So that allows me to feel like I can go out right now and push it a bit when I couldn't the first few events of the season.
Jordan, you were expressed how kind of bummed you were not to be out there last week. What did you do last week, and how did not being out there last week maybe affect your mindset coming in this week?
I was just home. I was in a normal week. I only took 1 day off. I typically take more than that off, but I liked what I was doing, and I knew exactly what I wanted to accomplish from the Cognizant. And so I just took Monday off, and then I was right back at it Tuesday. I did a mix of maybe 3 practice days and 3 playing days, which is pretty typical at home. And then I came here Sunday afternoon just to get in, get settled, and then I went through my routine here. We have as good a facilities as anywhere in the world here. So if the weather was better on the weekend here, I would have probably come in earlier. But it was just a normal week. It was tough watching, but I didn't earn my way into the event, so it's a little easier to watch that way. It was fine because when I missed the BMW and the Tour Championship last year, that stung more. Just because that's like the whole season. This one, you can't rely on getting in. You have to play your way in for certainty.
Why did you take the drop you did on 14?
Why did I take the drop I did? Well, I wanted to go as far up as I could go so I could push the next shot up. And
why didn't you drop further? Was there any question?
I didn't think so. From where I was standing, I didn't even see it land in the water because the trees were blocking. And the guys were saying there was a chance it crossed up there. But I was like, where it would have had to have covered the corner for me to believe that it could have actually covered the red line. It may have covered a little bit of land, but they said it landed even with the red stake, even though it was just barely in. I was like, I can't feel good about dropping one up there if it's that close and I'm leaning towards it's most likely not. If it covered the corner, it was moving, so I could justify that it would have hit the corner and may have saved me a shot. But it was 60-40 the wrong way, so I played it the right way.
Everything's numbers.
Huh?
Everything's numbers with you.